Hello. Well, well. Look who's at it again. Come here. What do you have to complain about? What? What? Hello, Krieger97, Spanker Prime, Penology, Scully Dive, RWX Bastos, Power Right in the Kisser, F Strike 7, welcome, Tiny Tachyon, Thunderbuckus. There is a Sesame Cam, but she ruined it by coming down. I don't know why. Hey, hey, Zandines. Zandines. It's not acne, it's just, she just has a little bump on her face. Doctors looked at it several times and it's fine. Nothing's going on with it. Alright. Figured it was a good week to chill. Whoa! Sorry. Hold on. That's loud. Alright, here we go. What do you want, Sess? What do you want? Uh-oh. Thunderclaps? Cats don't like them typically. How's this audio balance? Is it still loud? Thank you, Silas Cerelia. Game is loud. Alright, hold on. Speedrun a Souls game? Almost certainly not. It's crazy. I have to almost put this completely down. I can't set the mic gain higher, or rather I can, but it's a big fucking hassle. It's very weird, like, I don't know, it's weird. I'll just do that. Vibes. What? No one knows what you want. Nobody knows what you want. What? What? What does Sesame want? What? What does Sesame want? Nobody can say. Sess likes to cry. Wah, 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 wah. What's going on, Sess? You just want attention? I already gave you so much today. Was that what you wanted? What? No? You're not sure? You want to leave now? And then come back in 5 minutes? Alright, come here. Come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on. Come on. Alright, here we go. I have played this before, so I'm just going to start a new game. Cats don't like going to the vets. Hi, moves like Jagger. Welcome. Loafs. Loaf dogs. Nice. Oh boy. Oh boy, look at this. What about you, Buster Brown? So I guess this was inspired by a Peter Molyneux post. The parody account. Uh-oh. Morbers. Yeah, my cat never likes going. In fact, he did do something with a honking man. I think I recall that there was some game that blatantly ripped this game off and did not credit it, but it was like from a big mobile company and it made a lot more money and it was really fucking annoying. Anybody else remember that? Yeah, he fell into a hole. But this is the original Donut County. Lambier's Ridiculous Fishing. Company literally backed by Goldman Sachs money. Great. Uh-oh. Doesn't look good. soundtrack is good. Oh, what a goofy... Well, he's not a pest, but he did destroy the town, basically. Coco. My sweet puppin' boy. He must still be up there somewhere. I guess I can narrate this. Left click to deploy hole. Let's see, how about right there? Yeah, it is pretty short. It's I don't remember. It's definitely like an afternoon. You can beat it in an afternoon. There we go. 2 hours? But yeah, the mechanics are, it's kind of like anti-Katamari in a way. Playing this instead of watching the Super Bowl, very good. Yeah, it's chill, it's fun. It's also with my wrist brace, it's very easy to I just guide the hole around. There we go. Oops. Whoops. Silocerelia. I'm drinking a Irish whiskey old-fashioned. Powers Irish whiskey and simple syrup and Angostura bitters with some maraschino cherries. Uh-oh. Breaking pots. And there's like, it's not completely mindless. You do have to think about, because as you absorb things, your hole gets bigger and you can absorb bigger stuff. So you have to think a little bit about what you're, but it's like very simple. Irish liqueur. What Irish liqueur are you drinking, Basic Channel? You know what? What is that? Is that Coke Zero Starlight or whatever? Is that what that's called? I keep meaning to get one, but I keep forgetting. Oh, that's right. Larger things make it bigger as well. Yeah, a few people have told me that Starlight is good. Elden Ring full co-op mod. I wouldn't be surprised at that on PC. I would imagine that the limitation on PS5 would be system memory. So if it's PC Elden Ring full co-op, that doesn't seem super surprising to me. I would imagine the big limitation is streaming in stuff on individual machines. I'd guess. So it seems like a thing that's totally possible on PC, for my limited understanding of the tech. Drunk on a Genshu? I don't even know what Genshu is. There we go. Now we're absorbing planks. Graham cracker cheesecake crusty. Lauda Locos. I've been streaming, I don't know, a few years. I don't stream that often though. And I don't have subs because I don't want to. So it's pretty infrequent. Oh, undiluted sake. So what's the difference between Genshu and Nagori sake? I don't know. I've had a bunch of Nagori sake. %18 alcohol. All right. There we go. There we go. Uh-oh. There we go. Oh. It's not fully strained. Uh-oh. Nice. The little elemental puzzles, yeah. There are like little puzzles that you can do, which is cool. Uh-oh. Whole lot of trouble. There we go. In spring you can get namazake. Are you in Japan? By chance? Rip. Whoops. Great delivery. Oops. Whoops. Maraschino malfunction. It's a great shirt. I think Hannah Kennedy, who's my art director, I think she has the Have a Garbage Day shirt. Yeah, there is a plot. It's great. Really good dialogue. I just wanted to surprise Pup with a donut. Now he's floating away, a lone pup. No, he's not. If you got swallowed first, how do you know Pup is in the balloon? This story is full of holes. Your brain is full of holes. And so is the entire town, thanks to you. Just doing my job. Wait, I mean, not true. I'm innocent. Wait, Pup is in a hot air balloon? I saw a hot air balloon float by my ranger station. You saw Pup? Which way was he heading? I don't know. I got distracted. I just ordered a donut. Nice. I get hungry when I'm anxious. Lol. I do think it's funny that they're speaking to each other, but they're using OMG and lol. Anxious about what? Believe it or not, snakes. Uh-oh, here we go. Let's deploy that hole. Uh-oh. Spook that snake. Yeah, you can kind of, that is nice. The physics allows you to kind of bounce them around. Hi, Alkochak. Snake danger. Uh-oh, chicken don't like it. I haven't beat Cyberpunk, but I'm basically just doing side stuff, and I'm almost done with all the side stuff. I've done every single gig. I think I've done almost everything. There's almost nothing left to do, so I'm really close. There we go. Thanks, Neberoth. There we go. Been ignoring Hanako for 60 hours, pretty much. I also have the rogue thing at the afterlife to do, which I guess is not technically crit path. Oh no. Look at all these snakes. Yeah, I'm gonna do all the rogue stuff. I've done all of her stuff as a fixer, but I still have to do the afterlife stuff. There are an awful lot of snakes in that snake danger sign, that's true. Been having fun with it, Bogsmeyer? Yeah, it is a lot better now. Much better. I do wish that there's a lot of stuff. The world is so big in Cyberpunk that I wish I didn't have to rely on the map to find things. Like the tarot stuff. The effect on the tarot, like the visual effect, is super subtle, and that's cool. But holy shit, you would have to, like, it's some of the stuff in, some of those tarot cards are so incredibly well hidden that, like, there's no way you would find those without a guide. Like, they're in apartment buildings in the middle of nowhere that you would have no reason to go into. I'm not sure what, like some other visual clue to let you know, like, hey, something in the area, there's a tarot card around here, and then you can go find it. But as it is, the only way I can find them now is just by using the map, which doesn't feel great. And a lot of stuff is kind of like that, kind of a bummer. Sorry, so it was you who opened the holes. What? No. I'm just saying, whoever did do it was totally doing you a solid. He's probably a really cool and nice guy. Did anyone else see Pup? Yep, I saw Pup. With my telescope. You mean my telescope? That's what I said, my telescope. Where did you see him? Well, me and Pepper were feuding again, so I moved my trailer to Mint River. He took a liking to this bird. Hey, yep, a bird made for lichen. I was admiring this bird until I was hit with a hunger. So I ordered a donut by way of this Donut County app. Then the hole came. Look at that bouncing dog. What's that pup doing? does this go again? Gotta get the heavy stuff first, is that it? Because of the water. Why is the brick not sinking? How can I release the water? Oh, that's right, he'll like drink it. Okay, there we go. There we go. It's a cool little puzzle though. There we go. There's a lot of good stuff in Cyberpunk. The launch really did not do it any favors, unfortunately. Yeah, I think Cyberpunk is very good after 1.5. Like, I've complained ad nauseum about the progression systems, especially itemization, that I don't like. But it's fine. I don't care for it, but it's fine. Wow. So are you saying you're, like, in love with a bird? Yep. Is that legal? BK, it's not about the bird. It is about the bird. Mira, it is about the bird. You're hopeless, dude. You know, Runesk, there is one gig that I don't feel like I can complete. Like, something weird is going on. It's with Co Carnage's character, the Prophet, Gary. I think it's Gary the Prophet. I go there and it starts and it can't, like, finish. Is that the one that was bugged? Because that's... I don't know. Hey, P-Brand. Need this calming stream. Been going through localization and porting as a programmer. Ooh, localization is rough stuff. Hold on, Sesame wants to come in. Come on. Come on. Why don't you go up in your little special chair? You need to go back to him a bunch of times. This one you had to jack a truck by unlocking it through a computer you jacked into. You would jack into it in the door and the truck would just wouldn't open. Weird. Hopeless. We're all hopeless now. Coyote? I thought you moved away to the desert. I did. BK must be targeting folks who are down on their luck. Coyote? You're the original owner of the Donut County Donut Shop, right? Yep, but it went out of business when the raccoons moved into town. I sold the raccoons the shop and moved out to the desert. Oh no, I'm sorry, Coyote. Sesame, you better not be trying to get out. Can't be helped. A coyote's life is like a sad country tune. I made a modest living selling vegetables. Suppose it was my way of giving back to folks. Uh-oh. Time for another physics fire. There we go. Untitled Goose Game. Also a very simple art style. Which, if you're a small team, very smart idea. There we go. Give me those corns. Hello, Geo, for you. Sesame, what are you doing? Here we go. Now we're gonna... Uh-oh, popcorn. Popcorn. Very good. Birds love popcorn. Oh! There we go. Okay, here we go. The Real Genius Plan. I need to watch Real Genius again. It's been a while. Very good. Popcorn would be weird to eat if it was that big, like cauliflower. True. All right, hold on. So Sheepish Pilot asked, "Hey Josh, I don't mean this to encourage hate. I don't think it would encourage hate. But I was wondering if you had any insight into why so many AAA studios are delaying games recently. Is there something happening in the industry?" I will say, a lot of people will just say the pandemic, but that's very broad. So there's a number of things. One is that industry-wide, there's a huge amount of turnover. I think that is very closely related to both COVID pandemic, remote working, everything being upset about that. But a lot of companies have had very high turnover. People are moving around. People are trying to figure out what remote work policies are going to be like long term. Housing prices are really, really bad right now. So people are kind of looking at the industry right now and saying, hey, if I have the ability to work remotely and I want a house and housing prices are really bad where a lot of industry is, maybe I'm going to switch locations or switch careers. I also know that a lot of people that got hired during COVID have had a difficult time integrating. At many studios, I've heard that it's very difficult for a person to integrate into a company, especially a larger company, fully remotely, for reasons that I think are obvious. It's just hard to kind of form connections with people, and you feel very siloed and sequestered. It's very difficult. Again, I do think that supporting hybrid and remote work is kind of what companies should be doing for the future, but it is difficult, and it's taking a while for people to figure out how to do that and support that properly. Also, I think that there's a lot of people are moving to Unreal 5. That's new technology. Lumen is new technology. World Partition is new technology. That requires completely different pipelines and workflows, and people have to get used to that. Yeah, I think that's it. I think it's the combination of new generation of tech, both middleware and hardware, and COVID. That's my opinion. Yeah, Spanker Prime. We've had people join and leave entirely during remote work, never came to the office. Yeah, it's very weird. You're welcome. Hopefully that helped. Guess what? Do 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 do. BK, don't you have something to say to Coyote? Yeah. Vegetables stink! Yeah. Lol. Ahem. I mean, like an apology. I'm sorry you think vegetables taste good. Any thoughts on the Fallout TV series? I don't know. I don't know anything about it. Cthulhuite, we've had about 150 people join during the pandemic, but plus 30 over out pre-pandemic numbers. Goo, yikes. Good evening, Nigel. Maybe they do stink, vegetables. I suppose my sweet tooth was feeling lonesome, and that's why I ordered a donut from y'all. See, Mira? Why should I apologize for delivering this pathetic vegetable-eating coyote a donut? Is the timing of release also a factor? I would imagine delays could be annoying when you're closer and closer to something like D4. I mean, that's always a thing, though. I mean, like, we're always trying to avoid... We want to avoid announcing games when they're going to get lost in a bunch of other announcements. And we try to avoid launching games next to competitors or near big releases in general. So that can be a factor, but I don't think that explains why lately it's been a bigger deal. Aop, Ramazan, Akir, what are my opinions on Death Stranding? I talked about this a little bit on my friend Iga and her friend Dominic and another friend who was not in attendance. They run a podcast, a Polish podcast, the name of which I can't remember off the top of my head because, just to be honest, it's Polish and very hard to remember. But I talked a little bit about it. I've seen Death Stranding played, but I have not played it myself. It's interesting, but it's not like... And also it has like a bunch of interesting mechanics. You know, the story and everything is very much Kojima. Yeah, I think it's an interesting game with interesting mechanics. Yeah. I don't think I'm casually offending Polish people. Polish is it's one of the hardest languages in the world to learn, and I've not put any effort into trying to learn Polish, so, yeah. Glenn Morris, Irvine is not cheap for housing, so I was happy to see Obsidian University would be providing it for them this year. Yeah, that was Alec Fry. Alec Fry is my producer on my team, but he's also like the Obsidian University coordinator for all the interns, and yeah, he coordinated all that stuff, which was a big deal, but I'm really glad that he's doing it because it's not cheap. Mr. Katana Man. Do you foresee a possible return to classic staff in office mainly? I don't know. Like, there are more people in the office now. I would say it's still well under half of our staff is in office, and a lot of those people are just part-time in office. So I don't know. I guess we'll see. I know a lot of the people that have come back really appreciate being able to come back, but they do want the flexibility, and I think everyone wants that flexibility. So we just have to figure out what is going to work best for everybody long term. But my inclination is to err on the side of the workers and what makes sense for them. And ultimately, I think that they can kind of dictate a lot of stuff right now, for once, which I think is a good thing. What are my thoughts on people who insist that the games must be fun? To me, it seems limiting to the medium. I don't think they need to be fun. I think games need to do what the designers want to do with it. And that can be fun, or that can be frustration, or that can be grief. I mean, it can be all sorts of stuff. And stop saying you deliver donuts. What exactly do you think donuts are? Who can say? Exactly, who can say? Roma gets it. What is a donut without a hole? Wow, very good question. We should really stop to ponder this for as long as possible. A donut without a hole is still a donut. Yeah, like jelly donuts, long johns, fritters, donut holes. Yeah, I played Night in the Woods, yeah. Wait, donut holes don't have holes? They don't have holes, they are the hole. Wow, that's pretty deep. Don't change the subject, BK. Nikki, Roma, you two just moved to Hopper Springs, right? Yes, we moved out for our retirement. To watch the bunnies. Bunnies at heart, Nikki and I. Married 40 years. Did you order a donut too? Roma got a new phone. So we ordered donuts to celebrate. Uh-oh. D-nut. Have I watched any of Tim Rogers' super long in-depth video game reviews? I think I watched... Yeah, I watched one of them. I don't remember what it was for, though. The super, super long ones, I typically can't watch. I don't watch anything that's that long, typically, to be honest. No offense to him, but it's just not... I don't usually watch YouTube to watch stuff that's like hours and hours long. It's just not a format that I really appreciate very much. Usually about 20 minutes is like good for me. Yeah, I actually, I found Night in the Woods very inspirational. Like, just as a designer. Like, I liked the game a lot. I liked the story themes. Uh-oh. Oh no, how do I... Uh-oh. Uh-oh, there we go. So is this rabbit gonna eat some of this too? Is that what's going on? I think I need to get these rabbits to eat the thing. What are you doing there, rabbit? Yeah, the super long form stuff is typically not like my thing. What do you guys think? I feel like... Yeah, Night in the Woods is really good on a lot of levels. Oh wait, maybe I can lure this rabbit over here. Maybe it'll go through the door. Yes, and maybe it'll go over the ramp. Here we go. There we go. All right, very good. Goodbye. Oh no! Are more rabbits gonna erupt out of this? I have your cat. Thank you very much. What are you thinking of doing with armor in your system? Yeah, I think a bunch of rabbits are going to explode out of here in a minute. The only place I can listen to podcasts is if I drive to work. And I only listen to yeah, dude. That's it. Alright, let's see here. There we go. Uh-oh, I think I can get this one. Uh-oh! Oh no! I don't like half watching things. It's tough. You don't want to overload the players with math, so maybe simple DT with low numbers. Yeah, you got to keep the math really, really, really simple. It's hard because I get the desire to do something that's like more simulative, but you got to be really careful. It's very easy for players to get really exhausted doing a lot of calculations. I'm very guilty of. Oh no! Look at all those rabbits. I used to live with 2 rabbits, you know. They're very chill. Rodrigo and Pippin. I mean, yeah, dude is fine to listen to distracted because it's yeah, dude. There's nothing like super deep going on there. How would someone with general programmer work experience get into the game industry? I don't know. I don't usually handle programming applications. However, I will say due to the high demand for associate positions, I would say that any sort of work you can do to show actual like modding work or programming work that you've done on your own will immediately set you apart from 90% of applicants. Because most people applying for an associate level position have nothing to show at all. Like not even schoolwork. So if you have something you can show that you've done work on, that's an immediate thing that sets you above most other applicants. That's my best advice, regardless of what position you're applying for. Kate, who actually played in my game, complexity is satisfying to the puzzle-solving part of the human brain as a designer, but it's not as fun for players, so you got to split the difference. IMO. Kate played in a earlier iteration of Pillars where the armor stuff was way more burdensome, and the experiences in that led me to simplify it. It still might be a little too complicated. We'll see. I need to get another revision of the rules out, which I've been saying for a year, but yeah. Does that apply for game design also? Absolutely. It was gnarly. Thank you, Kate. Tried. I tried to actually take feedback. Nigel, Josh, what leads to mechanics and systems in games? What leads mechanics and systems in games to be intellectually protected? For example, the dialogue wheel from BioWare or Shadows of Mordor's Nemesis system. Greedy horse shit. That is what leads to it. I don't think it's intellectually defensible in any way. There are legal protections for it because the law allows it. I think it's very shitty and dumb. I think it's absolutely shameful to try to patent system designs. Risible. Anyway. It's really cute that you two are so in love. Night and day belong to love. Heh, it's true. Look at these cuties. Look at that little animation of the foot. Look at that foot going. This is extremely gross. You're gross. No, I'm not gross. You love trash. Very important question. With the resurrection of Microprose, when are you going to team up with them for Darklands 2? You know, it's weird because I think Activision actually owns Darklands as a property. But I don't think the Darklands name is actually super important if you wanted to make a game that was like that. Because it's historical fiction, really. It's historical fantasy. So... Gonna apply to Obsidian with the half-finished map you made for the Neverwinter Nights 2 Black Hound mod 15 years ago? Well, Kerry Patel and several other designers I can think of applied to Obsidian with Neverwinter Nights 2 mods. And it worked. It was helpful for them. Hi, Sandyside. You love trash too! Everyone here loves trash. Why else would you all make so much of it? Billionsoft acquired Darklands as part of an IP grab about a decade ago. It's floated around. It's like it's bounced around. It could be somewhere else, but the last time I checked, which maybe was more than 10 years ago, but I thought it was more recent. I thought it was with Activision. But also, again, I don't really care. I don't think the IP is that valuable, to be honest. I think it's the idea that is cool. What role in game dev is purely conceptual? Nothing's purely conceptual. Even design is not purely conceptual. You have to do actual design work. I mean, the most, like, the least tangible is design, but even designers, you have to actually make things. You have to actually do work that is not just documenting things. You have to implement stuff. Oh, they added in 2017? Oh, American Darklands. I think it's the idea. I don't think the name, like, yeah, the hardcore people know it, but honestly, like, if someone were to make a game and say, this is inspired by Darklands, and it was not Darklands, like, I don't think anyone would give a shit. The super hardcore people would find out about it and be like, oh, fuck yeah, I'm into that. But the majority of people don't know what the hell that game is. So, senior UX designer, and I stress that there is no purely abstract UX production work. Yeah, it's documentation. Like, you don't ship. This is something I actually say to a lot of designers. We're not shipping design documents. We're not shipping ideas. Like, we're shipping a game, and there's material work that goes into a game at every level of production, so in every discipline. Well, after me and Salt split, I went to Joshua Tree Park for some peace and quiet. I need to get back to Joshua Tree Park. I've only been there once, despite it legally being my park. Hard to believe. But the first time I went to Joshua Tree was in 2000... in October, and it was 100 degrees, and it was rough. It was a rough time. We couldn't do anything. We all sat around. Darklands copyrighted the idea of Satan in a game. I am going to Sequoia, though, in a couple days. We're going to take the van up to Sequoia, and that's going to be real nice. Deploy a hole. Deploy a hole. Here we go. What? What are you doing? What's this bird doing? Are there infinite coals? Oh, I bet I have to absorb. I have to get this and then coals get dumped into it. And then it's going to be a super fire. There we go. So what language would be ideal for general system design if it was purely for showcasing concepts to an accurate programmer? What do you mean? What do you mean exactly, Suds? Thunderbucks. I wish I had understood how getting into the game industry worked when I was getting out of high school. I mean, I didn't know when I applied. I mean, that was 23 years ago. That's why when a lot of people ask me, like, how did you do it? It's like, how I did it has no bearing whatsoever on how people do it now. It's so different. Like, there weren't even game development programs. Not that those were always the best way in, but they didn't exist back then. I have a history degree with a theater minor, so not exactly applicable. C++. You're interested in designing systems, but not really the programming side of things. Well, so design documentation. If you make a mod, document what the goals of your mod are, and then make the mod, and then compare how you did on the mod to your goals. Because a big part of game development is critical thinking, applying the ideas of the goals that you want to accomplish with the end result. You're always working toward that end result. I want to achieve this effect, either from a development standpoint or from an end user standpoint, meaning the development standpoint is this allows game developers to do this in this way. And then the player end user facing thing is I want to produce this experience for the player. or produce this type of behavior for the player. So you establish goals, you execute on it, you refer back to the goals to see how you accomplished it, and you iterate based on that. And there are many, many different ways to accomplish a goal. But that's essentially what game design is. That's actually essentially what design is in absolutely every single industry. You can read design concepts from Charles and Ray Eames that are 100% applicable to game design. Am I going to light these on fire? Is that what I'm doing? There we go. Do I know of any good templates for what docs should look like? Okay, hold on just a second. So I don't have a template that I can show you, but the template that we use at Obsidian is very simple. It basically has a summary that says, what is this document? And it's very simple. It just says, this document describes this thing. It's never more than 2 sentences. It's extremely simple. Then there's a section that says goals, and those are bullet points. They are not lengthy, and they either describe development goals or player-facing goals. I want to allow designers to create this thing only working within one tool. I want to allow artists to visualize their collision meshes and iterate on them in less than 30 seconds. Like whatever those goals are. And then there are player-facing goals. I want players to have the feeling of fear whenever they encounter this creature. I want players to always be thinking about how much weight they are carrying on their character. That's a player-facing goal. So that's the goal section. And then you just have details. And details are not long. I went back through my documents recently, and almost every document was 3 to 5 pages. Like, I try to keep them really, really lean. There might be graphical reference, there might be mock-ups. They're never high quality. They're always really basic, but they're clear, and that's the important thing. And then when people read the doc, they say, this is the doc, these are the goals, these are the details, and then they can say, these details don't work for these goals, or these details work for these goals, but they can't be executed on because they're too complicated or expensive. And if they know the goals, they can explain alternatives to accomplishing those goals by different means, because they're the experts in their field. And that's really it. It's a very simple template. The only other thing I can say is there's a block that has checkboxes for who needs to review it. It's kind of a formality. You need people to read the doc. It needs to be short enough for them to read it. It needs to be very clear. That's my approach for everything. Did I work on Outer Worlds, or did you work on a completely different game at the time? I was working on Deadfire at the time. Thanks, Afro Senpai. Spanker Prime, my definition of UX design is the process of aligning user expectations and design intent, which, by the way, there is a Charles Eames quote that says, being a good designer is like being the host of a party who anticipates the needs of their guest before they realize they have them. Much to think on, but it's also true. You know, it is kind of bullshit. As much as I like mid-century stuff, and I do really like mid-century stuff, it's so fucking crazy how much of that stuff was oriented towards mass market and not being expensive and being affordable by middle-class people. And shit like Eichler homes are fucking outrageously expensive. It's infuriating. Oop, is that not enough? Do I need more? Here we go. Uh-oh. Oh, there we go. Would it be possible to get hired remote in game dev company with just a work in progress, Unreal, fully coded RPG project that I'm working for portfolio? What do I need to get hired in game dev if I can just make and code other things in games? Being able to show things that you've worked on is very important. Like, there's a lot of other factors that go into it, but being able to show things that you've done and talk about what you're trying to do and how you did it is very important. So, I hope that's helpful. Whoops. Sorry I roasted your cabin. Oh. There we go. That knowing someone is a big plus. That is true. I didn't know anyone, but I got really lucky when I applied. I was the second choice. The first choice actually took a job in Seattle, and there were 62 applicants. 3 of us knew Flash. I had taught myself Flash to do web design for a tattoo parlor, and I knew Flash 3. I was incredibly fortunate. Like, yes, I took initiative to do that, but I really lucked out. You were thinking about buying your grandma's Eichler and Campbell, and even with some IPO money, it's way out of the reasonable range for me. Goo! What was my first position? I was a web designer at Black Isle Studios, and my first job was designing the Planescape Torment website in Flash, which was not a good website, but I did my best, which is not that great, and yeah, it worked. So here I am. Doing a full stack web dev bootcamp right now. Nice. But that's the thing, is like, how many people will actually get into game dev through web? Not that many. I mean, I know like maybe 2 people that have gotten into actual dev that way. Did I always want to go into design and use web design as a starting point? I didn't know. I knew I was going to design games, even if I didn't know how. Like, I didn't think that I was going to be a professional game designer, but I knew that I was going to design games. It might seem weird, but in the late 90s, I didn't think of game design as a thing that was an occupation. I thought it was a thing that people did, but I didn't think it was a thing that people did as their career, even though I kind of knew that that was what was real. For video games, I didn't think that that was a real thing at all, or like, I didn't conceive of it. So I already designed games on my own, so I knew I was going to do that as an amateur. I just never thought about it professionally, and then an opportunity opened up, and I applied, and I got very lucky. And that's really it. Like, I knew it's not like I knew I wanted to do design. I just designed games. Like, I designed games in high school. I designed games in college. I modified games. That's just what I did. Like, I didn't think about it as a thing that was a profession. That's just what I wanted to do. And I think that if I didn't get a job in the game industry, I would have just kept doing it on my own. Doing the boot camp. Wow, all of the simple syrup really drifted to the bottom of this drink. I stirred the hell out of this thing. Have someone put your idea for the game before you were game designer? I'm sorry, I apologize. I'm not understanding your question exactly. Could you try rephrasing it? I'm just not understanding it. How much does designing affect your enjoyment of playing games? It does. I'm always thinking about the design of games while I'm playing it. Did I ever try designing a fighting game? Not a fighting game. I did work on a couple of action games. More brawler oriented, but not a dedicated fighting game. Like a true fighting game. I haven't worked on something like that. Even working on action games, like third-person melee action games, was very educational. Very helpful, but never on a fighting game itself. I think that's a completely different class of stuff. Question here. You didn't save the Joshua trees because you were too busy looking at bird videos. Like Devil May Cry or God of War? Yeah, more like that. More like that. Not quite as hardcore as, or I shouldn't say hardcore, but like in that vein, yeah. What's a very obviously bad idea or mechanic that a designer insisted be in a game? I don't think I can say anything like that without really trashing someone, so I'm just not going to say any of it. Did any of my work make it into Seven Sorrows? Like, some did. So Seven Sorrows was the first console action game that I worked on, and like some of my work wound up in there, but honestly most of it did not, which is why I asked to not be in the credits, because I didn't really feel like most of my design work went in there. But then later I worked on well, actually, hold on. So I was not directly involved on Dungeon Siege 3, so I can't really say I did any work on that, but that is Obsidian did that work. But I did on Stormlands. Stormlands was a third-person action... Well, I wouldn't even say action RPG, but the melee combat was more like a third-person thing, like in the vein of Devil May Cry or God of War. I wouldn't say it's as refined as that, but it used similar concepts mechanically. And yeah, that was actually a lot of fun. I enjoy working on combat mechanics like that. Did I work on Neverwinter Nights, the original? I designed the first website for BioWare's Neverwinter Nights, the very first one. That wasn't around very long, but that's it. All right, I'm going to play this a little bit more. They're hundreds of years old, so old. But you and your brother have issues, dude. Admit it. No, I wasn't looking at bird stuff that time, okay? Was Stormlands like Amalur? I mean, I wouldn't say so, other than being third person and having melee combat. Then what were you doing, Pepper? I was writing an email. To a bird? No, you trash sniffer. To my brother, Salt. Excuse me? I was writing an apology. I shouldn't have smashed your lava lamp. And I shouldn't have ate the lava. It was wrong of me. Pep! It's alright, dude. The lava is the best part. Aw. Aw, heh. Lol. So, I've reunited feuding brothers, solved a civil servant snake problems, given a child the gift of flight. I'm a hero. Hey you, hair guy. What? Look at that guy. What do you do? I sell explosives. Whoa, sweet. I mean, that sounds unsafe, dude. Concerned citizens would probably want your fireworks stand blown up. For safety. Oh no, I run my business completely above board. I have the most permits in Donut County. Playing with fireworks is safer than driving a car. Uh-oh. Uh-oh! I have a feeling I'm going to light some of these off. Am I going to go for achievements? No, I'm just playing. I don't even know what the achievements are. Uh-oh. Sesame, what's going on over there? You just watching? Sesame does what she wants. I always really appreciate how the melee combat Neverwinter Nights looks. Why do you think so few games attempt to blur, though? We're just doing generic combat animations at each other line. It depends on the variety of enemies that you're fighting. In a fantasy game where you're fighting like a zillion different builds of enemies, it's very difficult to match those animations up. Also in a game where time is regulated according to rules that are more like tabletop, it's very difficult to synchronize those things and respect the action economy that underlies it. I think that's the big reason. There we go. Come here, birds. Uh-oh. Does Sesame watch me play games a lot, or is this a rare occurrence? She sits up there a lot. She likes sitting up there. It's weird, because Audrey got that a while ago, and Sesame really did not take to it for a long time, but more recently, she loves it. Rip. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, the fireworks stand. Did we just turn that bird into popcorn? I hope not. I mean, she took like literally years to decide to sleep in that bed. Now she loves it. Do I have any GDC favorites? I think there was an Inkle talk from a few years ago about how they handled text in 80 days that I thought was good. Although I thought was weird, kind of weird because I love 80 days, but the kerning is really weird on their font. But all the other stuff they do with text is like really good and cool and worth looking at. Sesame is done. Have I played Overboard? I have not. Boom! I was just cleaning up the neighborhood. Who else has a gripe with me? Coco, I do. Well, my gripe is actually with Mira. Ooh. Now you're in for it, Mira. Coco? Well, Mira knows the details, but I figure everyone should hear. Even the bird weirdos? Yes, tell them. I knew the raccoons were making the holes. I knew the whole time. Did I hear about the ABK diversity inclusion tool? Yes, very, very weird and very weird. I mean, actually, technically, I guess it's the King diversity inclusion tool, but very weird to have it and extremely weird to publicly surface it. Like, I don't know if they're like, people are going to think this is really good and cool. Come on. There you go. Did I ever play any more BG3 aside from that one stream where it was all character creation? I played through the Nautilus, right? There was a Nautilus ship. I played through the ship for... wait, it wasn't a Nautilus. I played through the ship for a few hours, but I haven't gone back since then. Yeah, I didn't. The Overwatch devs. I didn't think the Overwatch devs did it. I thought the King devs used it. Yeah, I think I actually streamed Cultist Simulator a while back, but I haven't played it in quite a long time, like years. You're talking to your filmmaker friend about the diversity tool, and apparently Final Draft has included something similar. Very weird. Huh. Interesting. King devs definitely used it. They made Overwatch templates, though. How many snakes would it take to defeat you? Big snakes? Venomous? Normal size. But you gotta fight in a tiny room. Frog Detective? I have not. Any indie game recommendations or indie games you're looking forward to? Stray, I think. Card Shark is one that I streamed that's coming out June 2nd. I know there are others, but they're not popping up in my mind. Probably 1000 Snakes. Uh-oh. Did I play Deadfire Story DLCs at all? Yes, I played... I did not play all three of them, but I did play some of all three of them. Like, I played all three of them, but not to completion. FTL? I didn't work on FTL. It was a chill song. Uh-oh. Yeah, Card Shark, June 2nd. It's coming out. Beast of Winter has some really incredible stuff in it. Honestly, I think the DLCs in terms of overall execution are a lot better than the base game of Pillars. I did play FTL and I thought it was really cool. I only played like maybe 5 hours, I played a few hours of it, less than 10, but it seemed really cool. BK is my friend. Uh-oh, want to see how they taste? Getting a donut. What? I gotta get the little guys. Thanks, Silthrian. I have not played Valhalla. Pillars 3 in the Stormlands in Yezua. I think Yezua is where he's from. It's been a while since I've looked at the Rekka lore. Come on. This is a good track. The music's gone. Uh-oh. It is fun to like physics fling this stuff out. No, let me get the... Okay, here we go. Absorbing, napping dudes. Good day, MLG Blackbeard. Cypher Animancer, Edwin? Ashley Johnson. Yeah, Ashley Johnson was the narrator for Deadfire. I'm so sorry, Coco. It was my fault you got put in the hole. I should never have taken the job with the raccoons. What the? I thought we were friends, dude. I thought we were too. But then you ruined my town. Grrr, I don't get it. I tried to help when you asked me to. I bought the catapult upgrade for you, even though it's a waste of points. You told me that with the catapult, you could launch everyone back out of the hole. Yet here we are, in the hole. Chickens are not a waste of points. Kiss Dollop on the head. You offended her. Buck. No? Kiss her! Buck! No! It's the least you can do. After stealing all of our eggs. I didn't steal the eggs. They fell through the ground. Buck! Just tell your story, Jellybean. Times were tough on the farm. I had to sell my prize rooster to make ends meet. Dollop was very upset. Trying to figure out what I'm supposed to do there. Oh wait, maybe I... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Why did you deliver a donut to Coco? He ordered one? Lol, what's the problem? BK, this is too much. Two. You have to buy the catapult upgrade right now and fix things. But I gotta save up for my quadcopter. Do it! You promised! Fine, fine. I'll fix everything, but you owe me. Bye. Uh-oh. Bogsmire, by the way, if you bring up Dragon Age 2, #1 world Dragon Age 2 fan, Kate Dollarhide, is here to tell you about how great Dragon Age 2 was. There's actually a lot of people at Obsidian that love Dragon Age 2. But yeah, it did not have a good reputation on launch, but Kate will tell you all about why it's great. What the fuck? I did not say a single untrue thing. That is 100% truth that I just said. That's completely true. Bogsmeyer, I would say that if turn-based is more your style, Deadfire has a turn-based mode. It wasn't designed for turn-based, but it does have a turn-based mode that is pretty good. But just know that the game was not designed with turn-based in mind, so some of the battles are pretty long. There is a very good mod, I believe, made by House 2 Fly. House 2 Fly 2? At least House 2 Fly. That it doubles damage and halves hit points, I think, or maybe it just halves hit points, but it makes combat go much, much, much faster. I should say the combat was designed for a later patch by Nick Carver with help from Brian McIntosh and UI support from Mitch. And yeah, it's pretty good considering it happened after the fact. I can't remember exactly what I'm supposed to do here. There we go. Oh, jeez. There we go. Is this it? Am I just supposed to catch all these guys? I can't remember. Can't remember what I'm supposed to do here. Oh no. Well, there we go. Uh-oh. You know, I started playing Inquisition on my PC with a mouse. Not good. I think I need to try with controller, though. You weren't even trying to help BK. I was trying. It's hard to use the catapult. I think the hole is only really good for destroying things. It must be designed that way. Moon Sugar Addict. I tend to agree. I can understand... I don't know. I think people want to design new and innovative things. I get that. But, like, if it doesn't really accomplish the goals that you're trying to do, then it's not an improvement for the player. Probably. And honestly, DT and DR are pretty easy to tune from a developer perspective. They're pretty easy to set up, pretty easy to tune and adjust. It's not that hard. Come here. Come on. Come on. Sesame. Quit rubbing your face on the pet gate and come in here. Sesame. What are you doing? You're just rubbing your face on the gate like a goof. The door is open. Fine. Don't look at me. I didn't design it. But you used it. Well, what else could I use? I don't know. You could have used real donuts. Could a real donut have saved poor Bearclaw from certain doom? Saved me? You humiliated me. You were getting hunted by bees. I'm a hero. You ordered a donut to the middle of the forest? Yep. I guess it's suspicious that you'd offer to deliver donuts all the way out to the middle of the forest. Nigel, will you ever do a talk on damage dealing, damage types, tuning? I might do a talk on weapons some point. Maybe, we'll see about that. Hunted by bees? Look, look, look. It's a tough job. Sometimes you get hunted by bees. Oh no. Oh no. Honey Nut National Forest. Look at all these bees. Bee time. Hey Kate, did you see there's a bee game out? Audrey was telling me it's like a co-op beekeeping game. It's like apiary, but that's not the name of it. Not the bees, not the bees. Oh God, not the bees. There we go. Uh-oh. Apico. Yes. Bogsmire. Yes, I like the Katamari games. There we go. Isn't it Cage in there? I don't know. Good question. Oh, here we go. There we go. I did do most of the tuning on Red Glare in the end. I don't think the initial concept for Red Glare was somebody else's. I can't remember whose, but I did do the tuning on it. The Nick Cage reboot of Wicker Man? Yeah, it's really weird. That director, it's very weird because that director, Neil LaBute, he made, he directed Your Friends and Neighbors, and before that, In the Company of Men. And both of them have really weird, like, super misogynistic dude overtones. And people were like, Neil LaBute seems to make movies about misogynists that are, like, really fucking weird and bad. And then he's like, how about this? Check this out. I'm going to make a reboot of The Wicker Man that is somehow incredibly more misogynistic than the original Wicker Man. And it's just like Nick Cage is fucking beating up women left and right. It's crazy. Very bad movie. Very funny movie, but very bad. He, like, sidekicked Lily Sobieski into a wall. Like, it's fucking crazy. See you, Jules. Yeah, the new Nick Cage movie is supposed to be good. Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent. The Bear Punch. Mandy is very, very, very good. Mandy is really good. Like, that's not really a remake. I consider Bad Lieutenant Port of Call New Orleans is just its own movie. It doesn't really have anything to do with Bad Lieutenant. Which is also a good movie on its own. It's completely different, though. Face Off. Yeah, Face Off. Face Off is a fucking crazy movie. Does have some similar themes, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, the soundtrack for Mandy was really beautiful. And yeah, that was his last, Johan Johansson, right? That was his last soundtrack. Johan Johansson, is that right? Am I misremembering his name? Well, what about me? Nobody asked about me. Did BK own you with a catapult too? Have I been morbed yet? Yeah, Audrey found a really low quality rip of it, which seemed appropriate, and it's bad. It's a bad movie. Kind of bums you out that Harvey Keitel became kind of relegated to supporting roles later on in his career. Yeah, I mean, he had some really standout like lead performances, especially in the 90s, but he's always seemingly kind of excelled in ensemble casts. I just started rewatching Copland. Ooh. That's an HBO Max, by the way. Ray Liotta. Ray Liotta is great in it. Rest in peace. Great actor. And, but Harvey Keitel is also in that, and he's great. Very good ensemble cast in Copland. Great lead performances, but also kind of an ensemble cast. He ruined my restaurant. Your restaurant stinks. Well, yeah, it's great D. How can you guys be called Salt and Pepper and not have an appreciation for soup? See you, Sandyside. Boo. Calm down, nerds. What did BK do to your restaurant? Well, I was dealing with a slight bug problem. I was exhausted from rounding up bugs, so I ordered a donut. Cold cut combo? I don't eat meat, so no. There's a cat sleeping on your porch? Where's my cat? What? Where'd she go? It's all turkey. Reaps. What's my preferred food for protein as a vegetarian? Tofu or eggs or peanuts. That stuff. I like Beyond Burgers. Egg. Gotta go with egg. What in the world is going on here? What in the... What place has the best Beyond Meat? Kate, you like the Carl's Jr. burger, right? Isn't that it, what you like, the Carl's Jr. burger? I like the BK Beyond. Also, yeah, Del Taco, Umami Burger. The Impossible Umami Burgers are very good. Imho. Man, I just got my BK Does Impossible. That's right. BK Does Impossible. I just got my wheels for my road bike fixed. It's only been like a year and a half. Check this shit out. Actually, hold on. Uh-oh. Hold on. Boom. Boom. Got this bad boy up and running. It's gonna be nice. Gonna ride this tomorrow morning, hopefully. Oh, I positioned this really stupid. I'm not going to show you the hubs, but they're white industry. I have 10,000 miles on those hubs, and the only thing I did is replace the bearings, which I didn't even need to do. 10,000 miles. It's pretty quality stuff. I don't do any mountain biking. I do some gravel, but not proper mountain biking. Can't do any weightlifting right now. And I haven't been able to do a lot of biking, so I've been gaining weight, which is not good. But I'm trying to get back into it. We'll see how it goes. The quadcopter. Uh-oh. Your fiance saw your Twitter feed. Saw my bike and now wants to get into biking. Nice. What would I consider a good average speed for road biking? I mean, I average 14 to 15 miles per hour if I do a long ride. I'm not like that strong of a rider, so like I don't know. I got food poisoning from cat soup. Uh-oh. More than once. Hold on, everybody, just a second. Yeah, I used to work there. It's pretty gross. Wow, haha. Everything I do seems to have helped everyone. He's got a point, Mira. Maybe BK ain't so bad. Someone in my friend group got into a confrontation with a motorist and the guy ended up grabbing him through the window and dragging him for a bit. His injuries were ultimately not that bad considering. You know what? Tonight, I went to go get some sushi and I was on my bike and I had my cable lock with my cable lock looped around a U-lock and somebody pulled some shit and I was like, I'm gonna fucking destroy your entire car with this thing. Like, they just went on their way, but they pulled some shit. And I was like, am I gonna fucking smash this guy's mirror off and then fight them with my U-lock flail? Like, and it was completely insane. Like, they ran a red light. Like, we got a green light and a walk signal, and I crossed, and this car ran a red light to turn left, and then, like, gunned it past me, and I'm like, does this person want to fight? Am I gonna fucking beat the shit out of their car with a U-lock? It was insane. People are so fucked up. Like, especially in Orange County. Go to YouTube and look up Corona Del Mar cyclist confrontation. You'll see some of the most fucking deranged shit. This old dude confronting a guy on PCH in Corona Del Mar. Like, completely deranged. So fucked up. It's really bad. We all knew cat soup was a hole even before it got holed. How do I feel safe riding in OC? Mostly by just staying on trails. When I was doing long distance, so I did, I'll just do story time for a second here. So that bike that I just showed you, that's my main road bike, and that's what I used for ride across Wisconsin. And when I was training to do it again, I was doing at one time I was doing 150 or 175 mile a day training rides on the weekend, which was really gnarly. And I would have to go, well, I didn't have to, but I pretty much had to go on roads like PCH. And I almost got hit a few times, like very, very, very close to getting completely destroyed by people. Orange County is pretty hostile. LA is pretty hostile. There are good and nice places to ride, but like, people are bad. Oh, you found it? I have your cat? That guy's crazy. The thing is, by the way, and the guy says it in the video, through Corona Del Mar and Newport Beach and Corona Del Mar, there is a Sharrow lane. So there's 2 lanes and then cars, and the right lane is a Sharrow through the entirety of Corona Del Mar. And I'm not fucking kidding you. Dudes in like McLarens and Lamborghinis will get on PCH where the speed limit is 25 miles per hour or like 30 miles per hour, and they will get fucking furious that there are cyclists going 20 miles an hour in the share lane. They lose their fucking mind. They get so unbelievably angry. It's the most entitled, insane shit. Sorry, I shouldn't say insane. It's super fucked up, though. It's extremely fucked up. Anyway. Traffic is extremely slow in Orange County. Or I shouldn't say Orange County. Traffic is extremely slow on PCH. It's very slow. Like, there's no place where it's fast. There are sections of PCH where it's 50, but if you're going through a town, it's 25 miles an hour. Like, legit, it's 30 miles an hour. There are so many people going to the beach. It's just not that fast. So, like, people getting super aggro on cyclists because they're going, like, 5 miles an hour slower than the speed limit, when they have a whole lane. They have a whole nother lane to go through. It's crazy. They get so fucking mad. And, like, it's wild. And the thing is that we can't stay on the right side of the lane because it's cars the entire way through that whole section. Parked cars. It's fucked up. Check this out. Uh-oh, quadcopter. Wow. Oh yeah, and this. Wow. Notice how the propellers spin really fast? That's how it flies. No kidding. It only took 12 deliveries for me to get it. Can I see? Sure. Ooh. Be careful. Careful. Like this? A little lower? How about this? Ooh. What are you doing? That literally happened to me yesterday when driving back from the gym. They weave in and out of traffic like it's Gran Turismo. You're acting psycho. How can you brag about this stupid toy when you got it by destroying our friends' homes? They ordered the donuts, dude. I give people what they want. This is pointless. BK, what's your password for this thing? I think it's 0451. Classic. Wait, no. I changed it to Bonky Kong. Thanks. By the way, do you know what's at the bottom of the holes? I don't know. What are you doing? Teaching a lesson. Yeah, PCH, people get really bent out of shape. PCH should really just be for chill. You can't, like, I don't think if you go on PCH you can expect anyone to go fast doing anything. Uh-oh. Mira. I had to do it, dude. There was no other way to get through to you. You don't know what it's like to lose something you care about. I mean, I guess I get what you mean. You guys love your weird trash houses, and I took them away by doing my job. Which, I guess, in this context, is an evil job. Close enough. Will you help us get everyone out of the hole now? Blah, okay, fine. Where do we start? Lol, I was hoping you'd know. I'm sorry if I gave you the impression that I know stuff, but I know basically nothing. You've got to find Pup. If you guys can find Pup, we can use this hot air balloon to get back to the surface. Oh yeah. Hello, Iga. Welcome. Of course. Tablet, please locate GPS data for a hot air balloon containing a pup. This is Donut County. What gave it away? Was it the title of the stream that says Donut County? Or was it all the Donut County characters? I'm kidding. This thing doesn't have voice commands. You know who might be able to find Pup? Possum. No, no, no. Possum is too weird. He's weird, but you have to admit Possum was right. Alright. I forgive your ignorance, Iga. Boxmeyer, what is Ben Esposito's upcoming game? Maybe I have and I don't know it. Maybe I've been following it without realizing it. If you know where he lives, I can get him. Yeah, just deliver a donut to the abandoned house. Well, of course Possum squats in the abandoned house. I always thought it was just haunted. This is worse. Neon white. I don't... You know what? Maybe I did see something about that. Uh-oh. Sesame will probably come back. What is neon white again? I want to say that I have actually seen it before. Part speedrunning, FPS, part visual novel on the website. Visual novel runner. Interesting. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I am afraid. There's no light. I'm scared. Actually, it's a lie. I've played this before, so I'm not scared. Uh-oh. Is that a cat wearing a mask? That is scary. What's that cat doing? Kitty. What a silly kitty. That is my opinion. I was drinking a double Irish whiskey old fashioned, but it's gone now. I think I'm done. That's enough for tonight. The secret zone. Twitter hiatus. The thing is, I still go on Twitter to look at stuff, but I'm not posting because it's making me fucking crazy. Everyone makes me really angry. and I want to say things that are redacted and would get me in trouble. And I'm really angry all the time. And that's not good. So I just check some things, and then I leave. The rules, thank you, Baba Java. I like the rules light stuff. I mean, Pillars Tabletop is... I'm just designing it to be kind of what I think would be cool. And I know it's not really on trend in a lot of ways, but that's okay. Like, I think a lot of the rules light stuff is really awesome. I'm going for something a little heavier and a little more crunchy. Yeah, there's a lot of... I'm not talking about your tweets, Iga. Yeah, some of the takes are absolutely fucking unbelievable. Like, they're either the most attention-seeking... Like, they're the most pathetic attention-seeking garbage, or they are the most pure-strain, stupid fucking shit I've ever seen a human being ever say. Constantly. It's just unbelievable. People really just say whatever. It's fucking crazy. Wouldn't just reading make you angrier than posting? No, the thing is sometimes I post and then I feel worse because I'm like actually actively engaging with it and just saying, instead of just saying like, well, that's stupid and leaving. I was right. Uh-huh. Hollow Earth. Occam's Razor. Yep. How many hours do we have to listen to this? So, Possum, do you know how to locate Pup? Pup, I think I heard the cops looking for a dog in a hot air balloon. Where is he? I might be able to find out if I had raccoon police scanner. Oh my god. BK, where can we get a raccoon police scanner? The police chief probably has one. But he's at Raccoon Lagoon today. It's his day off. Let's wreck it. Mira, are you serious? Raccoon Lagoon is the happiest raccoon place on Raccoon Earth. It's got great tunes and water balloons. Raccoon Lagoon is home of the fun flume that's fun for raccoons. You have no choice, BK. The flume is doomed. Fine. But you have to answer to the police chief when he's down here. Oh boy. Actually, hold on. LinkedIn is, it's weird. Like, I was on LinkedIn for a number of years, and then I was like, actually, this is really bad. I take no value from it whatsoever. And I just stopped using it. And it kept sending me stuff, and I'm like, please stop. I don't want to engage with this. Any fun plans for the long weekend? On Monday, we're going to go to Sequoia. I think that should be fun. Van camping. There we go. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, where do I, What? Oh, okay. There we go. Well, okay, there we go. Yeah, LinkedIn is weird. Oh, I'm missing the wheel. Whoops. There we go. Hi, Digfinger. Whoops. I got it! Is that it? What am I doing wrong? There we go. Okay. Pretty good. Uh-oh. See you, Thunderbuckus. I have seen Everything Everywhere All at Once. It's very, very, very good. Very good. One of the best films I've seen in quite a while. Highly recommend it. It is chill. Blah. Is he alive? Grab me the scanner. Guys, I could get in trouble for this. See you, Benjamin. Oh, sorry. I thought you were saying you were going to go. Where are they looking for Pup? Pup is flying away on a hot air balloon. Trash King will take away my tablet if he finds out. Oh no. Are you going to get grounded too? Will he drop you and all your friends into a weird cave? Okay, I get it. Good use of Unity's lighting system by basically turning everything off. Yeah. Trouble continues at Raccoon HQ. Do I know the film Little Autic? No, I do not. Day 3 of protesters. They have custom t-shirts now. That's not it. Donut County Donut Shop is missing. Investigation underway. Eyes out for delivery raccoon named BK. Ack. Turn it off. There's gotta be some news about Pup. I've not seen Men yet. Hot air balloon causing traffic jam. That must be my Pup. Got it. He's on the 405. Oh no. Not the 405. Please, anything but that. The cops are after him. The cops are after me. Calm down. It's okay, dude. I'll visit you in jail. What? I know, I'm a really good friend. But first we have a delivery to make. Alright, I think this will be my last thing. I know I'm pretty close to the end, but it's getting late. Uh-oh, tiny guys. Tiny guys. Tiny guys. Give me that coffee. Uh-oh. There we go. See you, goof. This map is actually the 405. You worry Alex Garland is going to go a bit too Christopher Nolan soon? Yeah, I haven't seen. Have any of you actually seen Men yet? I forgot about this level. It does need more lanes. More lanes equals better. Not as bad as the 91. The 91 is truly awful. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, donies. Very good. Yeah, Devs was okay. Devs had some good musical stuff in it, I thought. It had some good moments. Like, arguably, they were not his moments, but like, I can't say it without spoiling it. But basically the poetry recital when a character died, I thought that was like really well done, both musically and just the reading. It wasn't his text, but it still was like, I thought that was really good. You know, and the thing is, Jesse Buckley, like, hello, bye, welcome. What was I gonna say? I didn't like I'm Thinking of Ending Things that much. I thought it was like fine, but I did really like her in it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, was I supposed to catch him? What is... I don't understand what I'm supposed to be doing here. There we go. We did it. All right, time to absorb the entirety of the 405. This is exactly what I would like to do. This is the fantasy. I remember this. This is the fantasy that every person who's ever had to drive on the 405 has ever had this fantasy. Lost Daughter? I haven't seen Lost Daughter. Pup? Good night, Kurglow. You're safe. Rough. Okay, Pup, get out. I need this hot air balloon. I'm going up to save us. No way, dude. You can't go alone. You'll just run away. I'm coming with you. I'm coming too. In case we need to hack into the mainframe. No. Yeah, don't. Just stay here. Are you guys just leaving? With no plan? We're going to talk to the leader of the raccoons. Trash King. Have I ever watched a live puppet show? In fact, in Salzburg... Good night, Nigel. Have I ever watched a live... In Salzburg, there is a puppet performance of Die Zauberflöte, the magic flute. All puppets. And it's quite good. It's with, it's like basically a children's theater. But, yeah, I think it's a year-round thing that they have in Salzburg just as a tourist thing, mostly. But it was good. You know what, folks? It's midnight. I gotta stop, even though this is pretty close to the end of the game. Also, I don't want to spoil it. I highly recommend this game. Check it out. It's a good one. But yeah, I'm gonna go to bed. Have a good weekend. If you're celebrating Memorial Day, I hope you have a good and safe Memorial Day. Enjoy it. Talk to you later.